All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're on the beach. Not really on the beach.
I wish.
I am so excited about today's show. I really am, because we're going to say some funny things. We're going to do some very funny, interesting things. But before that, Don, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. So it's going to be an interesting show, Mel. I know you got a funny smile on your face because you know it's going to be ridiculous. We're going to try to have a little fun with you today. Last week, we were kind of like the Debbie Downers of the world, talking about the flooding in Dearborn Heights, and all around Southeast Michigan. We had a flooding expert kind of talk about some of that. Today is going to be a little different. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to do some funny stuff.
So you think we were downers next week, bringing out what?
No, I don't. I just want to talk about something fun. I want to have fun a little bit.
So fun today.
We're definitely going to have some goofy things to talk
minutes.
about. Yeah,
30 minutes to kill out.
We're gonna have some fun things to talk about.
Hey,
so let's start with the first thing. Reviews in the house. You know my man Zach Wilkowitz is in the house. All right, guys, where are you tuning in from? Are you tuning in from Oscoda, Alpena, Las Vegas, Florida? Where are you at?
Better yet, can you hear us clearly?
Yeah, better yet, can you hear us?
Microphone issue at the beginning, and see, it's not even attached.
That's right. That's how it goes. My man Steve Kreitz is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Steve?
He is in the house. So let's talk first about area. Pat Neese, the best neighbor in the history of the world on William Street. Just so you know, Pat's the legend. She's known far and wide on William Street. So, all right. So talk about the 4th of July. What'd you do?
Went out to my parents' place on the day before because of my the family got together that day, and came home that night. Usually I spend the night out there, but this year I didn't.
Yeah.
Came back Friday. We put up. I would put up some drapes or some things I wanted to do on Saturday instead of the 4th, and ended up doing them on the 4th instead. And one of them was put up these drapes in our bedroom. No, actually in our bedroom. Sun blocking. Is what it's called? Yeah, sun blocking drapes. So I put that up, and that took a few hours because light filtering. That's it. You think it would be something that would not take a long time? You got to make sure it's level, equal distance here. The windows are 2 different sizes, and so we did that. So
wait, hold on. First of all, lots of D7 in the house, just so you know.
No kidding.
Kathy Cordy, Chris Bergeron, Steve Kreitz, Pat Neese, Danielle Pryor, who was formerly a D7 girl. She's an AP girl now. The reason I made this face, Mel, because I know you were looking at me kind of funny. So on the 4th of July, you were worried about hanging up drapes? People were drinking their minds off, shooting fireworks everywhere, eating too much food, and you were putting up drapes. The exciting life, ladies and gentlemen, of Don Lawrence.
Wow, so it gets more exciting.
Well, okay. Wait. Let me get over here and check it out. I'm all ears.
There's something else we did that day. But anyways.
You smoked.
So on Monday.
You smoked? Did you just smoke?
You took me.
So yeah, did I tell you what happened?
No.
So on Monday we smoked some.
This is a child-proof show here. Come on.
And some pork butt. Yes, we smoked some pork butt. What? So anyways, I had you know when you got a starter. You got to put the charcoal in. You start the charcoal, and you take the container and you pour it into the rest of the charcoal. The chimney starter, yeah. So I was sitting out. It was early in the morning. I'm sitting out there having a coffee, and my wife asked me to put it in there. So I said, sure, I'll go. So I'm walking over there. I don't have my shoes. I had flip flops out there. I didn't have shoes on. I'm barefoot. I went over there and grabbed them. Before I grabbed them, going, I probably should put some shoes on. So I thought, no, I'm good. I'm going to take care of this. I want to just be really careful. So I picked it up, walked over there, about 7 feet away. The charcoal fell out. And I saw it. So I had gloves on. I picked it up, put it in the thing, poured it in, stood back and watched for about a minute or two, stepped to my left on something I thought was a rock. It was a piece of charcoal that I did not see. And you know how fast the brain can think? It goes from stone to hot. It was extremely fast, and I burned the crap out of it. I got a big bubble on it. It's like this long. And so to finish the evening off, I was going downstairs, fell down the steps, popped that thing, so all the pus was coming out.
Gross.
But the good news is that I could start walking. I could walk the next day.
Oh my
So that was my 4th of July,
What
bro.
the hell kind of
That's
4th of
my
July
4th
is that? You chose to use your
asked.
freedom to burn when you're walking on hot coals and shooting pus
Literally.
falling down
There you
steps.
go.
God dang it. So mine was a little less exciting. I flew to Boston for the weekend. So it was a little, where freedom began in the United States. It wasn't, burning my feet on hot coals and pus shooting out and stuff like that. So it was, it wasn't. Oh, I know. So if you guys want to see the video of the pus coming out Don's foot, we won't show it here, but we'll show it later. Quick shout outs.
It'll be for the group.
Baz Phillips, my girlfriend, Baz Phillips, in the house. Robert Gregory is too. What's going on? Good to see you guys. So,
guess who just popped up?
You'll never guess, ladies and gentlemen, who popped up.
Not only once, but twice.
I bet you he wasn't dropping hot coals on his feet. So let's bring in our good friend Mike McLaughlin from Academy Mortgage. Michael, how the hell are you?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Please tell me you got a better story than the Don Lawrence pus fall down the stairs story, okay? What did you do for 4th of July?
Just barbecue. I didn't burn myself anyway. No pus.
I didn't burn myself. We said that.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
I'm trying to think of something exciting. We did some really good barbecuing. Did some steaks, some chicken, some hamburgers. Tried to make sure that all the meals were special for the holiday. Lots of fruits. Did a lot of hanging out in the
how many damn people do you have at your house?
above ground pool.
How many people do you have at the house?
Just the family.
Man, Brody and the 3 peeps. And all that food. Jesus Christ.
Just the two most important people. Does it sound like an echo to you guys or no?
Nah, it's fine, Michael. Don't worry about it. You sound perfect, buddy. You are perfect.
So I texted.
I don't know why it sounds like that, but it's good to hear.
Well, you got
Get over here.
You got 2 cameras on or something, so
don't worry.
Weird, that's for sure.
You're still the best. That's okay. Michael, tell us a little bit about July mortgage action. What's going on there?
Rates are great, man. They've even improved this week. They recovered a little bit last week, and then after the holiday, they came out much better today. And let me check my phone because we were told that there was some Fed announcement going on today. And let's see if what bonds did after that announcement. They still ended the day up, so that's good. Looks like the latter half of the day they had a little bit of downward movement, but nothing significant. So yeah, all the economic indicators are moving in positive directions, which is great for mortgage interest rates. So yeah.
So that inflation stuff's a bunch of crap. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Good. You heard it here first. Mike McLaughlin says that inflation stuff's a bunch of crap.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's just the media just picking it up and people just they have something to talk about.
Right.
It's not a big
Don't
deal.
believe the hype.
Right.
Go get a home. I mean, the mortgage rate, again, it's still like free money, Michael, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers we're at, it's still like it's still cheap.
Think about it. 3 to 3.5%, 30-year fixed rates. Forget about it. It's amazing.
Right. And I'll put it this way, Don. Talk about people who are talking about the market cooling off, right? I penned 4 houses this morning.
Yeah. No,
I mean, the market ain't cooling off. So anybody says that's kidding themselves. They just are. I mean, I'm not seeing any signs of, because typically, Mike, and after 4th of July, you see a little drop off, a little bit, right? Typically, in normal circumstances.
I don't know. Historically, I think I see more of an increase at this time of the year. I think everybody has their own kind of personal trends, but if I just look at previous years, the second half of the year is typically always more production than the first half of the year, in my opinion, or my history. So I'm thinking we should do everything we've done at the beginning plus more based upon what history says.
Well, is that mortgages or refinancing?
No, typically purchases. I mean, I do refinances, but I don't really seek them out because I'm staying pretty busy. And frankly, if I didn't have the loans I have to work on, I have plenty of work I could be doing to follow up with, people who had inquired in the past. So there's plenty of legwork that I don't even get to without even turning over the rocks looking for refinances. I definitely take care of my clients when they wanted to do a refinance, but I'm fortunate enough to not have to be out there calling every one of them to see if they want one. I'm here if they need me, so I'm very fortunate.
Yep.
So, and we'll answer your question in a second after I see it up there, but we'll answer it in a minute. But so, Michael, our one of our topics today is innovative and interesting ways to beat the heat because it's hot as hell, as you know, right? So you're wearing a full-length sweatshirt hoodie, my friend. So what do you got going on over there?
What's the temperature in your house?
Oh, 69 degrees.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I have, listen, buddy, I have it 65 degrees. Google, I walk in the house, and if I say, hey, Google, it's 65 degrees, and he says something different, he's getting smacked because I like it cold. I don't like that.
You're going to beat that Google butt, huh?
That's right. That's right. What about you?
What do we keep it at?
Yeah.
78.
78.
78.
What the hell is wrong with you? No wonder you stubbed your toe on the hot coals and fell down the stairs. You're probably delirious from dehydration.
I think we'd all have
Dehydration.
pus coming out of parts of our bodies if we kept the house at 78 degrees.
All right, so let's
get Mike.
I think we'd all have pus coming out of our bodies if we kept the house at 78 degrees.
No wonder you fell down the damn stairs. So we're gonna put this out to the crowd. Robert Gregory, Baz Phillips, Steve Kreitz, Chris Bergeron, Rich Roberts says 75. What temperature is your house right now? What do you have this thermostat set at? Curious realtors, we want to know. Tell us what the thermostat is set at. So Hades Lawrence over here says 78. Rich Roberts is trying to cut weight to 75. Robert Gregory is cool as a cucumber at 68.
So I like to wear shorts.
Chris Bergeron, because you don't like paying the heat bill. That's from your mother, my grandmother. Do you know when I was a kid, in the wintertime, she told me to put a sweatshirt on. She never turned the heat on. My grandma.
Really?
Yeah. She told us to put a sweatshirt on. That was it.
Yeah.
She had Michael sweatshirt.
I've got one on. Well, put another one on.
I know. She'd be like, we're not turning the heat on. So Kathy Cordy says 69. Billy Ferguson, the legend, says 74. No wonder you're sweating, buddy. Baz Phillips says 1 degree cooler than you.
Steve Kreitz just turned his on for the second time.
Really?
So talking about.
God dang, you guys are crazy. That's way too damn hot.
I have mine on.
I can't
So
sleep at night when it's too hot.
I don't know how people sleep.
I don't want to wear a sweatshirt. I wear a sweatshirt during the winter. I don't want to wear a sweatshirt during the summer. So I'd rather have a short sleeve shirt on and shorts.
So listen, that man has a lot of knowledge. Robert Gregory says when it's cold, can you put that one up on the thing? When it's cold, you can always wrap up. When it's hot, you can only take so much off, right? Well, I guess it depends on who you're with, Mr. Gregory. It depends on who you're with, I guess. Attaboy, McLaughlin. Don't you got to pump your chest up. I am Mr. Man. I'm getting you a Mr. Man t-shirt.
And now he's cold.
Yeah, he's not cold. It's because he doesn't have any hair on his head. He's shaved it all clean. And so the heat's going out the top of his head.
Not cold at all.
See, attaboy. So
I just wear the sweatshirt so that people can think I'm weak and underestimate me.
Wow. It's reverse psychology. I like it. Basements, buddy. And we talked about this. Don and I talked about it. We had some basic ways to beat the heat before. We had talked about this in June at some point.
Yeah.
Right? One of them was being in the basement. I was at a house today. The second I stepped down the basement steps, it was like another world. It was freezing.
Freezing, yeah.
And because it's just,
at the bottom of the stairs too. Put a fan.
Right, but I'm just talking about it being normal. Like it's just different because it's underground. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And if you have air conditioning on, all the cold air goes down or it stays down. Not all of it, but it goes down there and stays down.
Do you know anything about cold air? It's 78 degrees in your damn house.
It's colder downstairs.
I can't believe. That amazes me. That put a shocker on it. Michael, tell us a little Mishta. Give us a little Mishta update as well if you got one for us. Anything cool going on in the old Mishta world?
Well, they're on 4-day turn times right now. I figured out finally where that echo was coming from.
Yeah.
Got it fixed. So they're on 4 days turn times. They were underwriting for the second, which is I think the 30th. So they were on 4 business days. So, when I ask people for 35 to 40 days on the Mishta loans, that's because, especially coming out of a holiday, we had Memorial Day and now we have the 4th of July. And you got to give a little bit more time on those Mishta deals because this is when they get their vacations and this is when they fall behind. So, let's be smarter than the average bear and know that those delays are coming. But, unfortunately, I understand, we would rather it's so hard to get your offers accepted that everybody has to be squeezing into every little thing that might be seen as an incentive for the seller. And shorter closing times is that. But unfortunately, we can only do what we can. So it's kind of funny, we're getting Mishta deals with 25-day turn times, and it's like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, no, I got you. Michael, a couple of things. One, we're going to always push Mishta for first-time home buyers. It's just a smart move, right? That's one. And two, if you don't get Don Lawrence an Academy Mortgage cool shirt like that, he might start crying, just so you know.
I got one ready for him already. He can have a black or a blue.
What temperature that'd be perfect for? 78 degrees. That'd be perfect.
78 degrees Academy Mortgage shirt. Yep.
One of each, Mike.
Listen, do me a favor. Turn the AC up a little more in your house for me, and we'll talk to you next week, all right?
All right, gents.
Love you, brother.
Mike.
Be good.
Be good, guys.
Yep. Always good, Mike McLaughlin from Academy Mortgage.
I was going to ask him if he had a weird way to stay cool.
No, he's probably, I'm guaranteed, he's got all kinds of fun.
Hey, Mike.
You got to bring him back?
Let's bring him back.
You're killing me.
Hey, Mike.
He was right there waiting for us.
Hey, Mike, do you got a weird way to stay cool?
Jump in the hot tub.
You get out and you're cold?
You get out of the hot tub, and
You're right.
the differential temperature is greater, so you feel cooler.
Yeah, makes kind of some sense. 120-degree hot tub, 90-degree outside.
120.
104 degrees. You might die at 120.
I'm going to start calling him the devil sat next to me, Don Lawrence, okay? Because it's too hot in his damn house.
So your body temperature is usually 98. So the hot tub's 104. Heat your body up, and then you come back inside, and it even feels cooler.
See?
Win-win.
I think both of you are crazy.
All right.
This time, Michael, we're saying goodbye for good.
See you,
we'll
Mike.
see you next week, brother.
All right, so that
What I am.
so that leads us into our topic.
Wait, hang on. I want to answer this question for, I think it was from Zach Wilkowitz. He was talking about Southgate is starting city inspections, right?
It's true.
I hate city inspections. I absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
For somebody to let the city dictate all the shit that you can do to your house, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? They voted it in. So in Southgate, it's just exterior. It's not interior.
So when did they start that? How long ago?
July, I think it's July 17th.
That
I
sucks.
think.
Absolutely
This
sucks.
month. So
I
yeah,
hate it.
it's something new, and it's $200 to do that. It's $200 for
Listen to
the
this.
city to come out and tell you where to spend more money.
My worst place, Woodhaven, they sent 4 inspectors out at different times. They charge you $120 to re-inspect. That's bullshit. Absolute crap. I got a gentleman, John, and Woodhaven that I listed his house. The poor guy's just getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
It's
Just for
ridiculous.
city inspections.
It's ridiculous. Like, if you pay for an inspection, it should be a series. First inspection, final, period. If I got to pay $200 and $120 on top, that's crap.
Most cities, it's.
And once we close it, I'm writing a
once.
nasty letter to them. I'm going to go to City
Oh, yeah.
Hall or something like, hey, what's your name? Jim. Jim Osborne is my name. Mike Smith is my name, right?
John Doe.
Yeah, so July is Pro Appreciation Month, Robert Gregory.
Yeah.
So, did you hear that? July is Pro Appreciation Month.
No,
just
is it
so you
really?
know. Yes, it is. Kind of weird
So-
month to have it because it's a heavy, carved up food and it's hot as hell.
Yeah. So I went to a graduation party recently, and this guy had 800 pierogies at a graduation for high school.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
800.
Yes, he did. I know that man very well. We got him from
Unfortunately, I do too.
Yeah, little crepe and pierogi or little pierogi and crepe shop in Wynette. They're awesome.
That was awesome. They were
I didn't
very
bring
good.
any in.
Huh?
You didn't bring any in.
Well, you gotta come.
You had to go.
We're gonna
They
have
were very good.
It doesn't matter.
I was going up north.
Yeah, I love your dad too, but So, quick shout out to my best friend, Steve Gregory. Good man in Livonia. Good man. My cousin actually just moved into your neighborhood, so I'll have to swing by and see you guys soon. Rich Roberts says, "Good luck pulling electrical permits. Outrageous." Yeah, absolutely. People are nuts, Rich. I just have disdain for city stuff because they shouldn't tell you what to do on your own property. It's crap.
No, now what are you going to do?
Nothing. You just give them the finger when they're not looking. That's what you do.
All right. Let's get to our topic. So our topic today is weird ways to stay cool in the heat. We got some good ones.
Let
We
me
got some
preface
good
this.
ones here.
So Don and I are sitting in the office trying to find the craziest, absolute craziest ones we could come up with. Now, you're going to laugh at some of these. You're definitely going to laugh. It's in there somewhere. It's in the captions.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in the captions and then those deep dive. Yeah, so, yeah, right there. Deep dive. Go up. Oh, it says waterproofing too. Sorry, that's screwed up. So it shouldn't say waterproofing. Interesting ways to stay out of the heat. It shouldn't say waterproofing. Apologize for that. But, so let's start. You ready?
All right.
You want to go first or want me to go first?
No, you do this first.
So number one.
This one cracked me up.
I was like,
what the heck?
I saw this, I'm going, ways to beat the heat, all right?
Keep it clean too.
Make an ice cube necklace.
These are weird ways.
So a necklace full of ice cubes. I saw people with them on.
You know, the interesting thing is it was different colors. How the heck they did that was kind of
Maybe
funny.
it's flavored ice cubes. I don't know. Turns into an adult party favor at that
Yeah,
point.
that was kind of
So number one,
Vodka.
adult. Yeah. When it gets too bad, I just eat. So adult, or
That's
I'm
a
sorry,
good idea.
make ice cube necklaces. If you think you might want to try that, put a yes in the chat. All right. Number one, ice cube necklaces.
Mel's suggested being vodka or tequila or rum or
It wouldn't last that
bourbon,
long.
whatever.
So that's number one, guys.
Number one.
Make an ice cube necklace.
Number
What else we
two.
got?
Number two, refrigerate or freeze your bed sheets.
Don, so
Freeze them.
you ever see that Christmas story when the guy sticks his tongue to the like would your ass get stuck to the sheets?
That's a good one.
So, well, trust me, Baz, we're getting there. You wait and see. We got that one already. So Steve Kreitz says nope on the ice cube necklace. How about guys? How about the refrigerator freeze your bed sheets? Nope on that one too. Come on, man.
Pretty weird, isn't it?
That's different.
There it is. People even know it's weird.
It is weird.
You know they make a fan to go underneath your sheets in your bed. It's flat and it goes really close to your bed sheets.
Really?
So it's continuously blowing underneath.
What about like the old school 80s water bed? Because if you turn the cold water on, it's cold. It ain't going to be
Or
warm.
just turn off the heater. But I think it gets really cold. I used to hate
Oh, Rich, no love on that? Alcohol doesn't freeze, Don.
Yeah.
Chris Bergeron just put a
I
bitch
know,
slap on you. How
I
about that?
figured that.
And a girl,
I
Mott.
know.
Don't
Shut
give him an
up.
inch. Don't give him an inch. I don't want to fall on anything, especially with his eating his vodka ice cubes. All right, so
charcoal.
This one's a little strange too. Cool down your hot zones. That doesn't
What
sound
are your
clean
hot
at all.
zones?
That doesn't sound clean at all,
I'm
guys.
thinking it's under
There it
here.
is, between your thighs, underneath your knees.
Underneath.
Un-
Mal.
All right, Mal, what's the hot zones? Tell us.
Hot zones.
What? It is. It's like your wrist, your neck.
That's your hot zones?
Just keeps your temperature down.
I was not thinking of that, ladies and gentlemen. So where is that? Your wrists? Where else?
This is
Where
a
else?
family show.
It is a family show.
All right.
But tell us the zones.
You want to switch it around, then I got some things to tell you.
What is it? What are the zones? Tell me.
What?
Where would you put it? If it's
Like
cool,
your wrist. And
your wrist behind your neck?
Mhm.
All right. Behind your knees?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. So hot zones. Rich, come on. You can get with the hot zones. I know you can, buddy. I know you can.
In between.
This one seems a little, number 4, Don, seems a little
I
bit.
like this one. Is very fun. This
I think
one
it's
would be a lot of
dangerous.
fun. I think this would be a lot of fun.
I think
If you were
it's-
just thinking, run a sprinkler under a trampoline, and if you were just laying there,
All right. So let's talk about this for a minute, ladies and
no, you're
gentlemen.
laying there, no jumping, no lunge.
Walk with me for a second here.
Just
Okay.
laying there.
So we have a man in the city of Allen Park on 4th of July weekend. Okay. He's trying to barbecue and he falls down the stairs, just a normal barbecuing. So let's take that man and let's put him on a trampoline and it becomes wet.
Slippery.
What in the hell would happen there?
I would just lay there.
So trampoline, run a sprinkler under a trampoline. How about that? So far,
But it's
You
got to be it's got to be the nutted one. So
ice
the
cube
water-
necklace, freeze or refrigerate your sheets, cool down your hot zones, and run a sprinkler under the trampoline. That's what we got so far. The next one, okay, this is a good one because it involves eating, which is one of my favorite pastimes, right?
It seems so weird.
It does.
Now this does seem
Eat spicy food. I want you to think about this for a minute. Eat spicy food. Because what happens is, right, your body, poor Don, yeah, that's right. What happens is your body heats up, you sweat a little bit to cool down, and you cool off. So eat spicy foods. I like that one.
I think that makes a little bit of sense.
It does make a little bit of sense. I agree.
So I went home and ate before I came back here, and I had this really hot. I had a taco salad. It was very spicy. I was cool when I got out of there.
Was it air
It's like
conditioning in
drinking
your car?
tea or something.
Was it air conditioning in your car?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that wasn't set at 78 degrees, was it?
Then I got here. It's hotter than hell in here. So I asked her to ask Mel.
Wait. Rich has got a good one. That's a good one. Sprinkler over a hammock. I like that.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
See, that's very similar to the trampoline.
So when I was in,
thinking it, I didn't say it.
I went to Girls on Trampolines. I didn't think about you.
I did not think of
Oh.
that. I mentioned it
I know you
You
did.
did. You did.
So think about hammocks for a minute.
Surprised me.
When I was in Mexico, and my significant other talked me into getting one of those hammocks. And like, it's supposed to be cooler because the air goes underneath you and stuff. I mean, it was all right. Hammock's not a bad move for cooling off, right?
Mhm.
It's not a bad move.
I think so.
I like it, Rich. I like it.
I think
I like
so.
the hammock. That's not
I
a
like
bad
the
one.
hammock
That's not a
too.
bad one at all. All right.
Okay. And the final
The
one.
final one.
The final one. Now, this is the best one. We thought this was the best one.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Get a
Get
big ass
big-ass
water
water
slide. A big ass water slide. There's a story behind this, ladies and gentlemen. So I was at a buddy's house. We listed his house in Dearborn. And I stopped by there last night. And his wife was explaining to me that she got at Kohl's for like under $100 an adult big ass water slide. I'm like, what is a big ass water slide? She goes, well, it was a friend or a sister. It was big enough where a friend or a sister broke her ankle on a water slide on the thing. So like it was adult version, right?
Yeah.
So we were looking, Don and I were looking it up. You can get a 75-foot water slide for like $108.
Yeah. Well, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
so
awesome?
much fun.
So okay, here's your choices.
Tell the kids they can't go on the adult water slide.
You will not go on the adult water slide. That's right. So here's the ones, okay? We're going to give you all 6. You vote for whatever one you think is the best one. 1, make an ice cube necklace. 2, freeze your sheets. 3, cool down your hot zones. 4, run a sprinkler under a trampoline and watch Don fall. 5, eat spicy food. And 6, big ass water slide. Which one, ladies and gentlemen? What do you got? You got to give us some opinion. Got to give us one of the 6. Okay. So Babs Phillips says we need a water slide for the lake. I mean, Rich, we're kind of giving the sprinkler over the hammy. What else you got
That's
for
a
us?
good one.
Which ones, guys? Which one is the best choice to beat this damn heat? Because Don, I'll tell you what, last 2 days, I just feel like I can't even make it happen.
Slow motion.
It is. It's like it just beats you up. Babs Phillips is with sexy big ass.
Big ass
She
water
likes,
slide.
they like their big ass.
So
There you go. Kathy Cordy. See? Big ass
See,
water
yeah,
slide.
look at this. Big ass Steve
All
Price,
the
big
Dave
ass water
Letterman fans
slide.
are starting to pop up now. I guess it would be the big ass
Oh,
water
Rich
slide.
Richard said 4. Run a sprinkler under a trampoline.
Booty slide. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. So which one is it, ladies and gentlemen? I think, Don, we're going to have to go with big ass water slide.
So we were talking about this earlier, and some of you people might remember David Letterman.
Yeah.
Well, he used to have this big ass ham.
Big ass.
So he would always talk about the big ass ham, and we were talking about the big ass water slide. So we were laughing while we were making.
So
this
we might have
stuff.
to get sponsored by big ass water slide. All right, so let me bring it back down a notch. I want to talk about, for little things today, I want to talk about part of a deal, because post closing can always be kind of stupid. There's always stupid stuff can happen, right? Yeah. So I got into a situation with what's called a damage escrow. Let me explain what that is. So if you are occupying the property, sometimes the buyer will ask for what's called a damage escrow. They'll say you're holding a certain amount of the seller's money in escrow until the key exchange, and they're checking out, making sure the house is okay and stuff like that. And the buyer came from out of town, right? And they did a walkthrough, and like there was a mark on the wall, and the guy was all erratic, crazy about it. And they were, there was this, these little bitty things, and he wanted like $2,000 out of the guy's $300,000, $3,000.
But were these things there when they first went through?
No, they didn't have a private inspection. They didn't have a walkthrough before closing either. They didn't do either one of those.
They never
things.
went into the house?
No, they didn't do either one of those.
Well, when they first looked at the house.
Absolutely.
He wanted money.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
my point is, if I see, and I typically, because the guy got a lot of money for the house. He did real well. Okay. So I kind of didn't worry about it too. I will never, ever allow I'll fight a damage escrow every single time, because it's after the fact. And then it becomes, people meant to mutually agree to release it, and people can be jerks.
Yeah.
So damage escrow. If you see it in your purchase agreement, or if you're looking at it and somebody tries to put that in there, don't do it. Because there's just too much arguing.
Right. And you have to think about it let's say from the buyer's perspective, they feel like they're being protected. But think about it. That seller lived in that house and loved that house and cared for that house. They have no intention on doing anything to the house to destroy it or to do any damage to it.
Right.
When they're moving. There's no intent on that at all. I've never seen that. Maybe in the foreclosure days, but that was a totally different situation. This is one seller selling a house to another private buyer, and most times it goes smoothly. You don't have any issues with it.
Right, but
when,
I guess
when there's money involved, people change and they think they can get some money when they really don't deserve it. They think they can get it somehow, some way by making them.
right. So my point is, it's something you just don't do.
Yeah.
Good thing no swear jar. Yeah, right. You're right. We got to bring back the swear. So that's kind of the little thing that we give you today is if for some reason you do a deal and there's a damage escrow and you're the seller, don't do it.
You know, and that's the thing with being in business. We're on a daily basis. We come across something all the time that probably once a week, something a little nuanced to the transaction or to the sale, or something a little bit bigger like this, a little bit hairier that we like to bring to you so that we can express the things that we're going through so that you see this and we can help avert an issue down the road.
And folks, Don and I, we talk about this one. I say this a lot out loud to people. We do this every single day, 7 days a week, pretty much, right? So we see all kinds of stuff, and people get very nervous or aren't sure. If you trust an agent, you got to trust that they know what the hell they're doing.
Right. You know? You're in the middle, in the weeds with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because all kinds of little, like from beginning to end, there's all kinds of nuances in a real estate transaction.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
All right, so our sponsor, Big Ass Water Slides, says we got to cut it loose now. All right, guys, ready?
Ready.
I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking big ass
water slides. Big ass water slides.
Let's try it again. The real
Big
time.
ass real
All right,
estate.
let's do it.
All right, here we go. I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking real
big-
estate. We'll get it. All right, one more time.
No, what
What are we
real
saying?
Estate, real estate.
Big ass water slides.
Big
Let's
ass
do big
water
ass water slides. Let's do that. Okay, ready?
Or big ass real estate.
Big ass water slides. I like big ass water slides because there's no thinking. I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking big ass water slides. See ya. That was